back for part 2, and by we, I mean me, and Pez. Pez, who is the costume designer extraordinaire, who very famously watched all of season 1 of The Wheel of Time without having read any of the books, but just using clues in the costumes, was predicting things and calling things from the books, like from literally the very end of the series. And also Bree, who is one half of the best-selling sci-fi fantasy romance author duo, Kit Rosha, who has an upcoming book that I'm in, kind of. There's a character named after me, a lesbian pirate. Yes. So, yeah, and we're going to be breaking down the rest. This is part 2 of the video that I just released, breaking down more of the costumes in the, what are we calling them? The first look, the season 3 first look photos. And there's been more that dropped. Literally, as I was posting the last video, I clicked, send, and then the Tweeter of Chaos, whatever you call it, released more pictures. So hopefully we'll be able to get, just getting all of our schedules together. But anyway, we will hopefully be able to tackle the new photos that drop, but this is part 2 of the last one. And there will be spoilers in this video, and I'm sorry to people who have not finished the books. Read faster. But part of this is basically looking at the book inspirations that are in the costumes, so we kind of do go full spoilers. So yeah, but if you have finished the books, then let's enjoy this conversation.
Let's be nerdy with Let's Be Nerdy. Let's be nerdy with Let's Be Nerdy.
Oh, the wings.
So
Yes.
it's not
And
exactly
the wings.
but it's a
these
very
also look
similar
like wings.
shape, right?
Yeah. Morgase
So
also looks like she has wings too.
yeah, there's a lot going on.
Here you go.
No, this is very this is extra costume. But also, sorry, I'm sorry, I haven't done this yet. So look at her.
Yay!
You helped make that happen, Jenny, because we just all wanted to troll you so hard.
So Bree, I'm gonna be a complete troll to you too. Look at how nicely shaped the Herald's calves are. I'm sorry, I had to do
Well
that.
turned calf. Yeah, well turned calf.
Sure.
That better not be Talonvor, I'm just saying. If it is, he better die in this scene.
Yeah, please. I can't. There's someone in my comments, I can't remember who it is, who obviously has not watched enough of my, they're very polite about it. I don't want anybody to happen. They're just like, I don't understand your problem with Talonvor, because I can't say his name without being like, fuck Talonvor every time I say his name.
Fair.
Okay.
So there's a
so
lot
much
going on
happening
with the
in this picture.
costumes.
Yeah. So
I'm going to start with Elida.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you guide us.
So the thing
Thank
that I found the most fascinating about her costume here is this shoulder cape thing that we have going on.
Yeah.
Very, very reminiscent of certain Renaissance, cardinals uniforms.
Oh,
She looks tell me this isn't Cardinal Richelieu.
Yes.
yes.
Vibes,
Yes.
right?
Totally.
So I love that they're giving that vibe to her, because that I feel goes very well not only with the Aes Sedai royal advisor concept, because you've got a religious figure who's advising a royal figure, but also with just Elida.
Yeah. It totally does. Even the red color works for that as well, for that association. Oh.
Yep. But yeah, the shoulder cape, the shape of it just made me think of certain Renaissance, early Enlightenment, and even medieval cardinals clothing that I've seen.
Absolutely. And then I'm assuming there's I think I'm getting a hint of red in her earrings here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's actually that there's red in the earrings or if it's such a shiny gold that it's reflecting the red. It could be either.
It might be.
She's definitely got some red beads in that necklace piece.
Yes.
And then there's a huge red stone in her bracelet as well.
Oh, yes, there it is. Yeah.
Which is very on brand.
And yeah, of course,
for someone who is going. Well, has she got another ring on the same finger as the Aes Sedai ring?
That's not the Aes Sedai ring. The Aes Sedai ring, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's underneath here. So this is another. Yeah, you're right. Oh, she's got those sleeves too. I love these sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
So,
those are fun sleeves.
Yeah, and then this is giving like eagle emblem imagery.
Yeah,
to me.
it isn't, but that's the shape, right?
Yes, yeah. I don't know what it is about that, but that's the imagery that's the shape that. Yeah, it's something about it is reminding me of that.
Mm-hmm.
The flowers, we do know she loves flowers. Like she is
Mhm.
obsessed with flowers and beauty. Are
And
those
look
rose
how
petals on the ground? Are those rose
Yeah.
petals on the
Oh, those
ground?
are rose
Oh
petals.
wow!
And look, like she looks like the voice of reason compared
Compared
to
to
the
whatever it
Morgase
is.
show.
Queen
Yes,
Elizabeth
yes,
over there.
yes.
Right. And that's absolutely like what they're evoking there. That
Yeah.
kind of rough and everything. But it looks to me like, I mean, I'm just making some assumptions here, but to me that looks like laser cut leather potentially.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting. And again, like this is evoking the wing shape to me, and even like whatever she's got going here on the bodice is looking like feathers.
Can we zoom in?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's
I
like
know it's not
it
feathers,
looks
but
like
like that's the
chiffon, I
yeah.
think, that's been like layered and ruffled,
Mhm.
building up into this glorious collar. And then, like, there's all kinds of rose imagery. If you zoom in on
Yeah.
her
Yeah,
shoulders there, she's got roses on her shoulders, she's got roses on her chest, there's
right.
roses in the lace pattern. She's got a beaded lion on her hip, on either hip, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, there it
there it
is.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
she is just emblazoned in all things Andor
Yeah,
imagery.
yeah.
Like this isn't just Morgase, this is the queen.
This is yeah. She's the Lion Throne of Andor incarnate as she walks in. Wow. And yeah, look, she's even got red in her crown.
Yep.
Oh,
And you can
wow.
see some flowers.
That's
and
supposed to
things,
be
and
the
I'm-
rose crown, right? That's what they
Yeah,
call
the rose
the crown of
crown,
Andor,
yeah.
the rose
Yeah.
crown.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the same crown we saw Elaine.
I think so
In
in
the
the
trailer.
trailer. It's the same shape. I don't remember the
It's
red
certainly
in
the
it,
same
but it's the
shape,
shape.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
got ruby earrings, and I mean, like, there's just a lot going on here. The other thing that's interesting, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, red is one of Andor's colors in the
Yes.
book.
Yes.
But if you remember, like in Eye of the World, there was like the red and the white. So I think it was
Right. And so
Yeah.
she's wearing the colors of Andor, but she's also so deeply associated with Elida. Like, these are the same reds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I never noticed that actually. That yeah, the colors of Andor are red. I think because in the books, the first color we ever see Elida in, it's weird, is green. Like that's the first color she's wearing. So I only know that because I did that thing with Addison. Because I was like, oh, maybe he'll be able to tell what Ajah she is, and then she shows up in a green dress. I'm like, oh no, yes, he'll have
Like,
no idea.
90% of the time, they just show up in their Ajah's colors, so...
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah, it's a fascinating costume here. I'm really curious if we get to see any of it come off of her, of Morgase particularly, or if we're
Yeah.
just going to see her in this. And I'm really curious what the lower part of the costumes look like.
Yes, me too.
Because the silhouette that Morgase is wearing is in no way, shape, or form anything to do with Elizabethan other than the giant heart-shaped ruff.
Yeah.
You know what this silhouette reminds me of? You will get this. I don't know if you will, Bree. She looks like a Vorlon. She looks like it's Kosh. She's Kosh. She's gliding in. That is only for my hardcore nerds out there who's going to get. Okay. Do you have any thoughts? I mean, these are just obviously the royal guards here.
Yeah, they're not being in any way, shape, or form subtle, obviously.
No,
Like, they've got the
no.
standards, they've got the weapons, they've got the giant gold capey fringe things. Like,
Look, there are women
there's
in
a
her
lot going
guard.
on.
I think
There
that's a
are women
woman
in
behind
her guard.
Elida.
Yes, behind
Two.
Elida, yeah.
There's two.
I think there's one. Yeah, this
Yeah.
one here too is also a woman. I think.
Yay!
I'm really interested to see what is going on here. For sure.
I think they're arriving in the White Tower, right?
Yeah,
in
I
like
think
full.
Or at least being announced or something. And
Yeah.
I'm guessing that Morgase's other children are somewhere nearby because that one novice has a shit-eating grin on her face.
This one here. Did Galad show up with no shirt? Is that what happened?
Yeah, and those two are gossiping. And then
Yes.
we've got another Elaine on the left side there.
On the left
Zoom in
side?
behind Morgase's shoulder.
This one here?
Yes, there were some Elaine. Also, like, you know, the costume next to it almost looks like a business suit or like a graduate robes. I'm
Yeah,
interested
I'm
to
expecting
see.
that to be a brown because, like, the browns all
Mhm.
look like professors.
Oh my gosh, this is astounding. Sorry, it's just so.
It's really intricate. I cannot wait to see more of it because, like, to me, this is very much a costume that you're meant to see in motion, and so we're seeing it in
Yes.
still, and I want to see it in motion. Dang it.
Yes!
Yeah, because this is gonna flow like it. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but it definitely looks wings, and these look feathers,
Yeah.
and this is gonna flow behind her as she
And that's
walks because it's so
exactly what
light
I'm
and airy.
expecting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. Yeah, look, there's even a lion back there. Just
Mhm.
I think she's
There's
angry.
another
This is her.
standard on the other side too. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
just hidden
imagine,
behind
yeah.
her rough.
She's angry.
So-
This is her coming in. Look, did you forget that I'm the queen of Andor and you had my daughter? Like, this is. I'm gonna remind you exactly who I am.
This is the
'Cause-
bitch please costume.
Yes, it's like, where is my? Give
At
me
least
my daughter.
that's my interpretation at this moment.
Yeah, me too. Okay, this is the
So
one
is
that
this
gave
the
me
one-
like a seizure. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Look.
Yep.
Oh,
Look at that hair.
I need this cast to stop being hot immediately because I've never been attracted. Nynaeve's my girl. She's my sister. I love her. I root for her. Zoe. God.
Nope.
I can't. I no. She's in armor. I didn't notice she. I said it. Raw reaction. She's in armor. She's in armor.
Yes, she is. Breathe. Jenny,
And-
in.
It's not just armor. The armor is decorated with two distinct motifs.
It's in
The
yellow.
first being dragon scale.
Yeah.
That quilting. I mean, it's quilted armor. That's a normal historical convention, but
Mhm.
it looks a lot like dragon scale, right?
Yes. Very
And then
much so.
the rings of her ring mail are, to me, also fascinating because, like, it's all this circle imagery, right? They could have done a
Right.
different kind of chain mail if they'd wanted to, but we have circles, wheels, dragons, all encompassed in Nynaeve, and then the textile
In yellow.
underneath.
It's yellow.
Not only
yeah.
yellow, but again emblazoned with her herbs and flowers
Yep.
and
Yes.
all of the things that are Nynaeve.
I love this so much. Look at her. I'm sorry. I didn't when I
don't be sorry.
downloaded it. I just was like,
And the
look at her
yellow, I
hair.
love that
Yeah.
the yellow goes into the armor, like the color of the
Yes.
laces, the leather
Yes.
lacing, and
Yes. All of this, the padding underneath is yellow.
Mhm.
Everything.
And
oh
that-
my god.
You know, there's one other interesting detail that you're zoomed in on right here. That is a sort of Valkyrie shaped collar.
it
Oh,
is.
yes, you're right. It is.
Now,
You're
that's not
absolutely right.
exclusive to Melchior. We've
No.
seen lots of things in Wheel of Time that use that collar, so I'm not trying to read too much into it. But
Well, we
It
are
is
full
like
spoilers,
possible
right?
interpretation.
Full
Right.
Yeah,
spoilers?
yeah.
Because
I
this
mean, I've already talked
feels
about,
like a last battle
kind
lineup.
of, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
This does look like a Korean traditional collar, which is what the Land's outfit reminds me of. And I know there are other
Right.
people in this photo, but oh my god, sorry, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. This show is like redoing my relationship with all of these characters.
Also, really interesting belt that she's got going on here.
Isn't that her belt?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that's
not the wisdom belt that we've seen her with before, and it's not the one we've
No?
seen her with in season 2. So she's got
Okay.
2 smaller belts that are like woven
Yes.
together and knotted, and they have a really fascinating pattern on them. And then there's this wider belt underneath that's
Yeah.
really interesting.
Because the pattern is I'm gonna reaching maybe, but water like rivers.
It
like
does
two
remind me a lot of
rivers,
rivers, yeah.
like 2 rivers. Yes.
Waves.
So, yeah.
Waves, yeah, waves is another good interpretation.
Mhm. Look, even her horse is all fancy.
Yeah, all kinds of golden flowers all over the horse.
Wow. Is this what did she have a horse named Gaideen? Is this her horse, Gaideen?
I don't
too many
know.
horse names. I know way too many horse names.
And then in contrast to that, we have like the severity of the stripes on her sleeves, which is interesting.
yes, yeah, definitely in contrast to the flowers. And then just for
Right.
matte, those are her boots. They're very nice boots.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do they have? They do. They have flowers woven in or embossed in the soles. Look.
In the soul?
Yep.
They do. Oh my gosh, you'll be able to follow her footprints from the herbs.
Oh,
I love that. I
that's a
love
fun
that.
detail.
Wait, what's on her boots? On the side. Go down on the side of her boots.
There's
I
some
don't know
sort
if you
of
can
pattern
see.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure you
Yeah.
can tell.
It's hard to tell what it is. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Cool
Trying to make
boots.
it out. What?
Very cool.
They're
boots.
nice boots. They're very cool boots.
So should we
okay.
go to the obvious one in the middle?
The spoilery
What,
as
really?
fuck.
What? You don't mean this? This is not. Okay, fine. We'll look at other people. Fine.
So, what do we
okay.
think?
I
mean,
actually
this
have no
is
thoughts because
this is
I'm so
Amerlin.
overwhelmed, but it's gold. Yeah, that's the Amerlin
Golden
colors.
flames. Yep.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at the flames everywhere. The belt. Look at that belt.
Yes.
Everything was
That is the flame of frickin' Tarvalon. Yep.
That is her.
And she's got the golden ring too. So I mean, this is Amerlin. This is pretty sure this is episode 1. So this is probably her
This has to be,
future
this
test.
Is her vision.
Yeah,
this is her
I
vision.
don't get the feeling that this is reality, so to speak.
No.
Like, the light quality is always different when they're doing something, seeing something. The armor is also really fascinating to me. Like, there's sort of a Roman, like a quasi-Roman vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
Not really Roman, but just like that vibe.
Yeah. Also, I'm just the gold ring is what. Yeah, it's definitely future, and that makes way more sense for this hair because the other thought I had after I went was Nynaeve wouldn't take out her braid, but she would in Egwene's vision. So
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure this is her accepted test.
Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry. Wow. Yeah. This is mother. This is mother.
And I think that the crown that she's using to hold her hair back is also in the shape of a flame. We just can't see enough of it.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's also very severe. Her hair
is
extremely
severe. The whole outfit is way more severe than we have seen any
of our people in.
Yeah.
This is the child Amerlin who can't let anybody, think that she's soft or weak. This is the woman who was raised as a puppet and took power.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love all of it. Her fancy horse.
And is that dragon imagery in the tack?
Is tack the thing for the horse?
I think it's kind of vaguely dragon shaped, but I don't think
it's got a dragon vibe, but it also could be, flamey
I
too.
Think it's just fancy tack.
Yeah.
I
can't tell.
Is this Bella?
I don't know. I am
Canon,
not good
yes.
at identifying characters.
Canon, yes. In canon, this is Bella. It's a brown horse. It could be that Charlie. I think that was the horse's name. But oh wow, okay. And then
we have
Queen Ajah. Oh, you're looking mad, girl.
She is angry.
Note the rose in the armor.
Yes.
She's got a rose there. She's got roses in her shoulders. She's got them in her bracers as well. But the thing that honestly caught me immediately, I saw the roses, but tell me that is not rays of light coming out from behind the roses, all in that collar piece.
Yeah. That's what that looks like. It totally does.
So are you thinking the Sun Throne?
Well, one thought I had was the Sun Throne, but honestly, the first association that I made, since we're full spoilers, was with Elaine's army leadership at the end of the book.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was thinking this looks like the rose and the sun, rising sun combined.
Like that's actually the imagery that they're trying to give us here is like a mix of Andor and Kyrian, because she's also wearing silk in a style that would not be anything like what we see in Kyrian, but that kind of silk, yes, that's what we saw in Kyrian.
Yeah. For sure.
And she's got a green ring.
And her green dress. Even her horse has green tack.
Yes.
Yep.
And she also obviously has that weave that makes the resizes the rings. 'Cause those are thick gloves. Um, okay, yeah.
Also, her hair is basically a crown. She's
Yeah,
given
I was
herself
gonna-
a
Her hair is
crown out of
worn
the
as a
hair.
crown. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
point
there's a
that out as
lot of
well.
really fascinating things going on with this picture.
Yeah, it's what I'm noticing the hair just in general. Very severe, letting it all hang out. Like
Yeah.
that's
That feels so
interesting.
much like Nynaeve has reached her fucking era. You know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is
Yes.
who I am. Come at me.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So
Okay.
there's a lot going on just in
Yeah.
this one image.
Okay.
I
This
said
image,
on Blue
this
Sky,
image-
bury me with
Yeah.
this image. This is.
Yes.
Also, I'm going to get so many
It is-
people to watch this show because of this image.
Yeah.
True.
So many
It's a
people
good
ask me
image.
what this was from.
Ah. I'm so excited. I'm so
I mean, it's a
shocked.
very intriguing image. It's like
It
you want
is.
to know what's going on.
Also, just I'm sorry.
I know.
Like everyone assumes that I'm in love with Nynaeve, and I'm not. Except
You are
except-
now.
You are now.
Ah, okay.
So,
Okay,
you
here
know,
we
wasn't
go.
that to get new clothes?
Huh.
We also spent like 30 minutes on this one because if you go to the left on the Dusty Wheel, there's a guitar handle behind Matt, between Matt and this other guy.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like, is Tom hiding in this picture?
I mean, I think we know Tom's going to be in this season, so could be.
Go for it, Pez. I called this guy Asmodean because I just am going to call anybody near a instrument Asmodean.
That's my assumption as well. And also
Okay.
that Matt would like that hat.
Yeah, Matt probably would.
Matt would
this
like that hat.
The brim. We can make it a bit bigger, but Matt would like.
Somebody
this hat.
did call him Hatmodian in the chat. So that's what I'm calling him now. His name is Hatmodian.
Legit.
And I named this the Leandrin Grudge Squad. These are all the people who hate Leandrin because of what she did to them in season 2.
Yeah,
That's fair.
absolutely.
So the thing that I thought was the most interesting, just looking at it from like a zoomed out perspective, right? If you look at the textiles that Nynaeve is wearing and the textiles that Min is wearing in particular, you see lots of repeating squares and triangles in shapes. That's very similar, as is the color palette, honestly, to what we saw Elaine in.
Yeah, the Nynaeve
Earlier.
thing is what I was thinking. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Now, the
That
shapes
makes
are a
sense.
little different in what Nynaeve is wearing. Certainly the cut of the outfit, very different than what we saw on Elaine. And then Min's got her own thing going on here.
They've got, like, inverse. Nynaeve's got cold shoulders, and Min's got a low cut.
Yes.
And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's also, like, extra covering her shoulders. That's true. Yeah.
And then there's whatever Matt's doing.
See, Matt, again, you look like you're wearing tissue paper. Like, what happened? What happened?
It's fancy tissue paper.
It's
a really
fancy
interesting
tissue paper.
fringe
Zoom
treatment.
in a little more. On Matt's, like, the pattern on the orange thing. Down. What is that?
Okay.
What is that?
Yeah, it's just a repeating pattern. It's honestly very similar to the patterns that Min has on.
It's
just
kind of
a little
fractally.
looser. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's
yeah,
not
yeah, it's
identical,
kind of the same
right?
shape,
But
but
it's the same family.
Yeah. It's like
And
an inverse almost of
It
it.
kind of looks like they've got mummers masks maybe in the background.
Oh, I'm assuming this is Tanchico. So
I'm
makes
assuming
sense.
so as well. And I mean,
well, yeah.
sparklers and stuff going on, and
There was a lot of
Okay.
discussion of what they're showing.
Yeah.
What he's showing, if it's the sad bracelets or if it's fireworks, or everybody wants Matt to get some fireworks. What do we think
He's
of this
got goth
guy?
nail polish on.
Yeah, he does have goth
guy?
nail polish on. Yeah.
Definitely does, yeah.
People have called him Julian Valenluca, I've seen. I'm still just going
honestly
Asmodean.
don't
like,
know.
I mean, I'm getting Asmodean vibes for sure, personally. But the thing that I find the most interesting, so we've got Nynaeve and Matt in their red, gold, orange family.
Mhm.
Although Nynaeve
Yeah.
does have some darker colors in there as well. But the thing that strikes me is Min made some life choices in season 2, knowingly,
Mhm.
right? And we've got lots of black in her costume right now. We've also got
Yeah.
lots of black in this other guy's costume. And black doesn't show up accidentally in the Wheel of Time.
No, it
Not
doesn't.
usually.
I would say Min made those choices unknowing. She didn't know until like the dude showed up. And
Well,
was like,
right,
hey,
right. She didn't know about
Yeah.
all of them. She knew she was doing some sketchy stuff with
shit, yeah,
Leandrin.
some
But...
sketchy stuff, yeah.
And also, look at the lovely dagger in her belt.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
that's
like
a
a
real. I
throwing
thought it was a
knife.
decal until I zoomed in. That's a real dagger.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
like a
it
throwing
is.
knife. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Which-
that's very Min.
Come on, Min, get those knives.
Yes. I like
Yeah,
this
so
as a,
it's really hard to
bolero
guess.
thing.
And like there's people in clothes obviously behind them, but it really feels like some sort of like masquerade or festival scene to me, just based on the combination of the lighting and what little we can see.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see what's actually going on in this scene and where we
I
are.
believe this is episode 6.
Oh yeah, I'm actually seeing it up at the top here. What season 3? I don't know. UT 306. Okay.
Yep.
Just looking. Okay, so her bag is reminding me of his jacket, actually.
Yeah,
So-
and his jacket is like there's no functional purpose to his
No,
jacket,
it's really
right?
not.
Like,
it's
This
really
is
not.
decorative clothing for all of
Yeah.
them. The only one
Yeah.
who maybe is like actually ready to throw down is Min.
Yes, Min's got pockets.
Yes, Min's
Yay!
Very
got
important
pockets.
to note. He's got pockets. Yes. Okay. I have no thoughts about this guy. Like I honestly
I
don't
could be
know.
persuaded that it's the Valen Luca. I could be persuaded it's Asmodean. I'm leaning Asmodean.
I don't know. It could be just the Tanchico of it all. Of course, Matt being in Tanchico makes that also.
I mean, honestly, it's like the lute or guitar or whatever that he's got that makes me think Asmodean. So
Right. See, I'm not even necessarily. Does he have that, or is that just behind him?
Because
Yeah,
we
that
went
gets
through a
right.
lot
behind
of
him.
debate about that, and that's definitely on the other side of his arm. So
right.
Yeah.
Tom could be
somebody
hiding
behind
back
him.
there.
Yeah.
There's a popular theory that Tom is on the Leandrin grudge squad because Leandrin, on her little rampage,
Spilled
is the one
Owen.
who, gentled his nephew.
That makes
So,
sense. That
So
makes
much
sense.
therapy for everyone in Wheel of Time.
Oh yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
much.
Next.
Also, Matt's clean. That's the only other thing I
he
have
is
to say.
clean.
Clean. And we've already seen him in 2 outfits, even though I actually, it's probably warm. He's fine. I'm still mad about nobody giving him a jacket in season 1. So I just,
He did get an extra cloak at one point, although it wasn't much to write
it
home
wasn't
about.
much of a cloak. And Rand was walking around with 2 jackets. And I was just,
Yes.
Rand, the
Oh,
Choden Ball.
the Choden Ball.
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm
look at
not
that
sure I'm
glorious
100%
blue.
on board with that being what that is. You know, I mean, it's a compelling thing, but I'm not sure that's what I think it is, but we'll
Okay.
see.
I'm loving this shade of blue under
It's
whatever
gorgeous
this
blue.
is on her
Yeah,
bodice.
it's the bright marine blue. It's the dress
Yeah.
in the White
It's the
Tower
ha-
blue.
I was gonna say it's the happy past blue.
Yes.
Like the yeah.
I
Picture
do think this
Sierra.
might be a vision because there is a
Yeah.
shot of her in the trailer in this outfit being choked out by Lanfear.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
And
this,
the light quality is just in line with the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that
Although
there's
that could
sand
also
in the
be the weed.
background and this outfit just also says to me that this is not a real thing that's happening.
There is
Yeah.
Would
in
not be
the
what-
in the
yeah.
teaser she picks up this orb and she's wearing like the dusty gray stuff.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I still
This
love
doesn't
it.
feel
Think-
like
is this-
something she had in her suitcase for going into the waist.
No, I would not take this to the waist. This would not be part of my waist attire.
I don't
So
know
would
if I
this
had
be,
that I might take it everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's fair.
Would this be laser cut leather? Is that what that would be?
I mean, it certainly looks like it could be. It could also be hand cut.
Okay.
It looks thicker than the leather. I'm assuming leather that Morgase had.
Yeah.
It does look thicker. I think this is something somebody cut out by hand.
Okay.
And there's really interesting repeating motifs here in the center. I'm not sure what they are of,
Yeah.
but like
you're
I
talking about this
see
part,
this
yeah.
repeating motif over and over.
Yeah. Yeah, and the ones in Morgase's costume, I feel like they would flutter in the breeze a bit.
Yeah, this does not move like that.
No,
for
this
sure.
does not. This is very restrictive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so familiar, but I don't know why.
The
motif.
These could be like eyes.
Could be. I think it's just golden rivets, but
Yeah, I don't know. But it's nice. It is very
beautiful.
nice. Do you have any final thoughts? I'm still stuck on that image of Nynaeve that is going to float. I literally didn't look at people have been asking. I had somebody say, Jenny, as a lesbian, I need to know your thoughts on the photos. And I was like, as a lesbian, they dropped while I was asleep, and then I had a busy day, so I haven't looked at them yet. Those are my official thoughts as a lesbian, where I was sleeping. But yeah, now I have official thoughts as a lesbian, and I just need this show because I've had 20 years of a very specific relationship with Nynaeve, and the show is doing things. It already did them for Maureen.
Doing things.
We're clowning.
Doing. Yes. But those are my final thoughts. Do y'all have any final thoughts?
Man, I cannot wait.
Forward to season 3.
I know.
Sharon, we love you. We love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are definitely final thoughts. Sharon is a goddess among women and must be acclaimed. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that they've got things that could be interpreted as from even the last book.
Yeah.
In some of these costumes, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. We don't have the context. Yeah. But I feel like there's a lot here for book fans to appreciate, even if things aren't maybe going exactly the way they did in the books. Lots of hints that, there's a lot of respect for the source material. So.
Very much so. I'm sorry, Pez. I was so focused on the photos. I did not realize you were wearing a clown hat this entire. Were you wearing a clown hat this entire time?
Yes.
I was, because we're clowning.
We're clowning. I'm sorry. I've mentioned to people I'm not very visual. I can only focus on one thing at a time.
No problem. Yeah, so I had to have my clown hat on because we were clowning. So
indeed.
Now we're done clowning.
Okay. Are we ever done clowning?
No. The answer is no. We never stop clowning. We will clown until the day is done. I love this show. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on our thoughts about the costumes in these photos in the comments below. If you like my content, you want to support me, I also have a Patreon that is linked in the description below. Thank you so much to my patrons. This is all because of you, so thank you so much. And with that, I will end this here. So please like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.